Okay. Hello, Metal3. Welcome to the community meeting. Before start, uh, I just want to be sure that everyone in the meeting know the meeting is recorded and will be uploaded into the YouTube channel of the Metal3. Um, Today is the Wednesday, uh, May 5th, 2021. Um, as usual, if you join the meeting, please add the name into the attendee list. And also, if you have anything to discuss, please put the item into the agenda list. I put a link to the Google Doc where you can put the other items there. And also, if today in the call, if we have anyone new, please introduce yourself. I will mute myself meanwhile. All right, no one new. Okay, so let's start. The first item is from Feroz. So he want to introduce the idea about merging, put VBMC and Sushi tool into the, Dockerify into another repo. Okay, so yeah, go ahead, Feroz, please.
Thanks, Nam. Hello. So there is a proposal in Metal3 docs right now that is trying to pin some versions of the software that we're using in Metal3 dev. And as part of that proposal, there is one point where it mentions that maybe we should move VBMC and Sushi tool Docker files to a separate repository. And then the reason for that is whenever you open a pull request in Metal3 dev, right now, even if you don't change the VBMC in Sushi tools, we do build local images of those, and it takes some time. Well, not too much, but still, it is not really necessary to run to build those local images locally. So one way is to take those Docker files outside to somewhere else, and then like if we have some changes that we want to do for those Docker files, then we put it in a separate repository, and then the integration test will run only whenever a change is introduced on those repositories. Or maybe there is some alternative way that we could think of, and just wanted to ask if there are any ideas what we can do with this. Yeah.
I think this is a good idea actually, since at the moment we need to build VBMC and Sushi tools every time we do the test, like CI test, and in the test that involved Metal3 dev and I think it's kind of not necessary. So yeah, so this idea is, I think, it's nice in my opinion.
Yeah, this sounds reasonable. Sorry, I just saw that you tagged me on the PR. I mean, I guess we need to decide if we create one or two new repos. That seems like the simplest solution rather than trying to special case it in CI. But yeah, I mean, I guess there's some overhead in terms of creating those repos, but that's a one-off cost, and then we can just make sure that we trigger CI, because obviously we did have those regressions with Sushi tools that we didn't catch previously. Providing we're still testing on the new repo, that should be fine.
Okay. Yep. Thank you.
Sorry, we were like, we could do some kind of, make our CI a bit smarter, that it builds those images only when there is a change in those like folders or the files. But we don't have that option right now because we're using the Jenkins, and then like it is just calling one script and then another. So we don't have that logic available, unfortunately. So the only way is just to put it in a separate repository, at least for now, and then maybe later on we could think of like some other way necessary.
Okay. Any other ideas? Anyone want to share the idea about this proposal? So the idea that Feroz just proposed is actually included inside another proposal made by Michael, and um, anyone if interested in this one, please come and give some idea, give some review into this proposal. And so thanks Stephen and anyone who have reviewed these proposals. Let's move to the next item from Mano, please go ahead.
Hi, everyone. I'm kind of new to this community. I'm working with Explore Research Pakistan. And I have linked the issue that I wanted to request reviews on. We were doing a RAID configuration through the iTrack PMC. And for that, we needed the physical disk names and the RAID controller names. But we couldn't find that information in the ironic inspection output, and there was no API that I found for this in ironic. So I was going to ask you guys that what would be the best way to get this information. Like we could use Redfish, or can I find that information somewhere else? The documentation PR is also linked in the introduction.
Yes.
So I just had a question. Are you using out of band inspection and just consuming the data from the iDRAC, or is this actually booting the inspection round disk and that's not giving the disk names?
I think we're just using out of band.
Okay, that may explain it, because I would expect to see the disk names in the in-band method. So I guess maybe it's the limitation of the data available via the BMC directly.
Mm.
I'm not sure if we've got Dimitri on the call. He's one of the Ironic Inspector experts and may be able to provide some insight on this, or maybe Bob, who I think is on the call.
Bob is here.
Right. Yeah. I'm not sure. I'm just looking at your proposal now. It might be best to bring this to the Ironic IRC. I don't know if I know you had some questions on there last week, but this might be something good to bring there, especially for the Dell or for some of the RAID people who are.
I did discuss it a bit in the community meeting.
Okay.
But the discussion was limited because there wasn't enough time. So do the ironic people are they okay if you bring it up when they're online, or do they
Yes,
reserve
very
that
much
time
so.
for something? Oh.
Yep. Most people are on, at European time is when you'll find the biggest group of people there. But yeah, I recommend starting the discussion there, and people are very helpful for chiming in.
All right. All right.
Okay, thank you. So I guess we can move to the next item. So the next item is
Thank you, guys.
yeah. The next item is actually from myself. So I have some PRs have opened recently on the ironic image repo, and so please, anyone, please take a look and give it some review. So the first PR is what's this one? The first PR is the PR that introduced a fix for the permission deny problem in the MariaDB. Basically, the way that I approached for this problem is since we still need to use the sim link approach, the sim link hack that we have before to to link the log location to the std out of the root user. And then I set the user that runs the database is root. So this is the solution. So please take a look, and please keep it an approval if anyone have any idea. Any change request to it. And also another PR that I have opened is the PR that to update to restart ironic whenever the certificate is updated. And there are a couple of PR, comments, and I have addressed all of them. So please take a look again. Yep. Anyone have anything to discuss about those PRs? Otherwise, we can move to the next item. So the next item from Feroz, please go ahead, Feroz.
Yeah, this is just sort of notification. So we are planning to update our Jenkins jobs probably end of this week, if that's okay. It is just a cosmetic change that we're doing. So we have a bunch of jobs, and we're just renaming those jobs. But that will cause some minor issues in the open pull requests. For example, if you have already run the integration test, you have this details part where you can just click and see the logs. So those logs will just disappear. But I assume the CI will, sorry, the pull request will still show you the passed or failed based on the result that you had previously. And if you want to look at the logs just to do some basic debugging maybe, then you won't be able to see that. So in the worst case, you will have to rerun the test so that you have the logs in the next run. So if someone has any objections, just please let me know, and we could just delay it for some time. But anyways, that's the only way we need to do that. But it's not a big change, I think. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, I think we can move on to the next one now.
Okay, this is just looking for feedback on the BIOS configuration bulk. So we already talked about this relation to the granular approach and the compatibility with it. But this is just the doc for it. It uses a new feature in Ironic, which is to return BIOS registry information in the API. So currently we could always get the settings, the BIOS settings. We never did from Metal3, but this proposal will get the settings, and we'll also get all this BIOS registry information, which says allowable values for the settings, limits, whether it's read-only, whether it's unique to the server, and we use that to build up basically a configuration set that we can push to using through clean steps back to ironic. Allow the user to change the settings and push it down to ironic. So anyway, the spec is up there. We've gone through a couple iterations, more just internally with Red Hat folks, but could use some feedback. We don't have to talk about it now, but just wanted to point it up there. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. So, anyone want to discuss about this proposal? Otherwise, please come and give some review to this proposal whenever you have time.
Thank you.
Yep. So it seems like someone is typing a new item.
I think it's from Sumit, but I don't see Sumit on the call. Maybe if there's someone from his team, maybe could just give an update about this topic.
Yeah, so actually Sumit raised this issue actually where in BMO RAM parameter is coming empty, so 0 value is coming over there. So Zen raised one issue in Ironic where it is fixed, but actually we tried with the latest build, latest pull, but we're still seeing the same error over there. So we just want to know, means is it merged or not, or how can we verify that it is fixed?
Could you please?
So it looks like it merged on May 3rd. So 2 days ago. So it, probably hasn't been included yet. Oh, no, I'm sorry. That merged in Wallaby branch. So merged on April 30th in master. You're using the latest IPA?
Yes, IPA we are using latest, and I think latest commit date is 5th. So I think we checked it
Latest
today.
committed was on May 5th. So you're using. Can you? Do you have the link to the one you're using?
Just a minute.
Or at least the version number? Oh, there you go. Yeah. I can take a look at it after this meeting to figure out whether this has the fix or not. But Zane put a fix up, I guess they merged on the 30th.
Okay, so yeah, so I guess then we'll take a look if the listed image includes the fix for the issue BMO 18, right? Okay.
Yeah, I think we can move on. Bob is taking a look at that, and like we can continue maybe the discussion on the issue itself.
Yeah.
Probably the issue is already closed because Zane put the fixes in OpenStack or in Ironic, but in the worst case we can reopen and continue that.
Okay, so we don't have any other items at the moment, so Should we check the issue triad? Okay.
Sorry, hi Nam. Sorry, like before moving to this,
Yep,
the last
sure.
item I just put in the list. Just wanted the confirmation.
Yeah,
So
yes.
my name Sumit.
Yeah. Yes. One of your team member has discussed about that, and we and then we'll take a look at that again to see if the fix has been included in the latest image.
Okay. Okay. Because we tried with today's image and then still seeing that it is not. So Jen, please confirm this.
Yep.
Will, yeah. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. I guess we can move to the. Yep.
So what? Wait, just one question. Did you verify with the IPA logs? It's the same issue you were seeing.
No, currently I haven't checked the IPA logs, but in our
Okay.
SWCC, yeah, there we already have the comparison logic already implemented. So there we are seeing it as 0. So on that basis, I'm saying. But I'll dig deeper.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, let's do you have any other discuss? I mean, do we need anyone want to have any other discussion with this topic of Summit? Otherwise, let move to the issue triad. We don't have much issue left. With this one, I think with this one we have solved in the latest PR. Yes, let it commit the ironic image repo. Okay, let's see. Yes, that is the problem that we discussed on the Slack, and it had been fixed by the latest commit. So I guess we can close this issue.
Can you put the link to the fix here, please, now?
Sure.
On the before it closes. Thanks.
The link to the fix. Okay, this is the one. This is the proper fix. Put it here, and also. Close. Yes. Okay. Okay. The next issue, hardware classification controller user provide label values are not updated for the matching host. This is from Summit also.
Yeah. So now in this way, like in this issue already I added that tag, but it, that time Pro was down maybe. So like bot was not working well.
I see. Okay. Wait, but why cannot?
You should
click on the issue. Yeah, you are clicking on the repo. That's why.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. Sorry. Okay. Yes. Yes.
Yeah,
so
I already
thank-
put
yeah.
plus one.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. Thank you, Ruth, for the comment. Okay. The last one. I guess this is the problem from Noma. Oh, sorry. If I pronounce.
Manur.
Yeah, Mano. Sorry. Yes. So this is your issue.
Yeah, this is the same one.
Yes. I will put. Okay. I should not put anything here. So please bring this issue into the IRC Ironic IRC channel. So I think you will get your the answer from there.
Okay.
Yes. So nothing left. So anyone want to share any other thing? Otherwise, we can close the meeting.
I just wanted to say, yeah, I unpacked that IPA, and that doesn't have the fix yet for Sumit's film. So we need to figure out when that's going to show up in. But I verified it's been
Promotional pipeline, and last time it succeeded was like 2.5 days ago. So it might have been.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Any particular like method or suggestion like with which we say that it is like, or is it like only try with the recent one and check? How?
I'm sorry. What was it?
I mean, is there a way that we identify that it is already merged somewhere, where it is merged, when it is merged?
Yeah, I'm not sure when it's going to show up in current triple O. Well, I'll take a look at that too, but it's definitely not in the one you have.
Okay, yeah, sure, thank you. So that's the latest image which is available in current triple O, today's one, but it doesn't have.
Right.
Thank you.
All right. Anything else? Otherwise, have a nice rest of the day, people. Thank you for joining the meeting.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Yeah, bye. Stop.